What up, YouTube fam? This is Big Mike here with another big time reaction for you. And today I got something a little special for you. I got a first time artist on this channel and the OG of this channel. We have Token and Ren. What does love look like? This is a collab I didn't even know came out. I guess it came out on Friday. I was going through a few threads because on this channel, Ren is actually someone that started this channel. I started reacting to Ren. I fell in love with Ren. I love what he does with the beats. I love what he does with his music, with his rhymes, the fact that he goes between singing, rapping. And I've always asked which one's better, a singing Ren or a rapping Ren? And there's no right answer. They're both right. But I never realized that he did a collab with Token. I really don't know who Token is. And in fact, trying to find this video, when I realized he did a collaboration, I would look up, Token and Ren. What does your love look like? And I realized, well, first of all, he didn't have Ren in the title. So that's why I didn't find it right away. But I don't know too much about Token. I really don't. I'm excited because, if Ren's co-signing on them, I definitely want to check it out. And it's been a while since we've had new music from Ren. I think the last one that we did was trying to think. It's not Slaughterhouse. Probably that concert he did when he did the Fire in the Booth, which was really, really good. But I feel bad because I haven't been reacting to Ren in a while. There's still a lot out there I still need to react to. But it was nice that this came up on this weekend. So definitely want to check it out and see what it's all about. Definitely like hearing new artists on this channel. Token, it's your time to shine on this channel. So let's see what it's all about. So if you like what you see here, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. We're getting really, really close to 5K, on our way to 10K. Also, hit the like. YouTube loves that. Leave comments down there. Anything else you want me to react to by Ren, even by Token. Like I said, I haven't really heard anything from him. I'm excited. I always get excited when I get to hear new artists, for better or for worse. I'm always honest, But also go over to his channel. And his channel is Token Hip Hop. And I did subscribe to it. Make sure you like it. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what this is. I hear Token, I think of Sleep Token or something that I've seen in my threads or something. I think that's a rock band. So it kind of threw me off. But yeah, definitely go over there, watch the OG content over there, give him love and stuff, because if they don't let us react to this, we can't put it out there for you guys. So I do appreciate it. And of course, go to Ren's channel. Give him how you doing? I know you guys are mostly subscribed. Check out his content. His content's absolutely amazing. There's a lot more I still got to react to, and I'm just going to, I promise. But without further ado, we have Token featuring Ren. What does your love look like? And here we go.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Is it just me, or is Ren playing the guitar in the back? I have a sneaky suspicion he's playing the guitar because he's amazing on the guitar. And who knows, maybe Token plays too. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am because it sounds like something Ren would do. All right, let's go back. Sorry, guys. Just heard that guitar picking right there. I'm like, oh, it's got to be Ren. Good start, though.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated. So that's the environment we feel safer and you thought it was crazy.
Your house was gated, my house was instigated. I think that's what he said. I think I know what he's saying about that. Oh, wow, that hits hard. That hits really hard. Let me check one more time, because that's bringing up some memories in my past. Hang on.
Look like. As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated. So that's the environment we feel safer and you thought it
That is a bar and a half right there. Your house was gated, my house got instigated, and that is the truth. And coming from someone 20 some years ago, my son's 25 now. My son's mom is my high school sweetheart. She came from the right side of the tracks. I came from the wrong side of the tracks. And yeah, it was like we were speaking two different languages, but more importantly, it's how you're raised. And, that has a lot to do, especially when you're trying to find love early in your life, because that is paramount in building like that. And, I came from a broken family. I really did. My mom's been married. Well, you can still count on one hand, but I think she's on her fourth or fifth marriage. Don't quote me on that. Sorry, Mom, if I'm throwing you under the bus. Whereas, my daughter or my son's mom, she's, my son's mom's parents, you know, her mom was married once, stuff like that, and it's two different lifestyles. So I know exactly what he's talking about with that. Sorry for that long thing. It just kind of brought back some memories on that. That was a bar and a half.
Environment we feel safer, and you thought it was crazy how long that it took me.
I got to go back a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off right there. All right, I'll let him go.
For languages, your house had a gate and mine had instigated. So that's the environment we feel safer. And you thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you. Like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me? Cause you always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up.
That beat.
I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
All right, I'm going to break it right there. I didn't want to break up his flow right there because that was very good. That was very good storytelling. Boy, he's got a flow to him, doesn't he? But I like the story that he's laying out right there. He's in a relationship and obviously they're going through some issues. And he's young. I'm assuming he's very young from what the pictures I know he's the cartoon pictures, but I've actually seen a picture of him. He's very young. He's younger than Ren. To have that kind of introspective, especially in a relationship where it's like, we come from two different worlds, all these things going on, and that's probably what caused a lot of problems was, the way I was raised versus the way you were raised. And just, the bar that I really am catching on to now is where he said, my manager wasn't a father. He rather me be rapping than being a dad. He's his manager, not his father. He's not a father figure. Not having that father figure. Yeah, that hits hard. And that hits a lot of people out there, for better or for worse. And there's so many stories that are out there and stuff like that. And, having that love and that support system behind you is so important. It really is. So I feel for him. Great way he told that story, by the way. God, he's good. I like Token.
We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I love this
What
beat.
does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm starting to think Ren had something to do with the beat, too, because he's got the guitar still in there, and then he's hitting hard with the beat while he's doing the flow. And Ren has always loved to be part of the beat process when he's putting a song together. And I don't know if he put it together. I don't know if Token put it together. I know it's a collaboration. But I have sneaky suspicion I think Ren has something to do with that beat. Just my opinion. I could be way off. I don't even know who Token is. But I think I'm going to start to get to know him because I really like his flow. He had some bars.
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your friend tonight? Do all your demons get louder at night? And the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that...
Before he goes off on his tangent, which I know he's going to, that was hard as fuck. Oh, Ren, man. It's been a while since I've heard him do some music in a minute, a couple months and stuff like that. He is next level when it comes to his rhymes and his flows. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Token, okay? Token, you're doing a collab with Ren, and to me, that is huge. That is huge as fuck. And if you can get around Ren, absorb what he does, because he is amazing at this. He really is. And I'm not taking anything away from you. I am going to check out your catalog, I promise. Definitely.
And the voices get softened when we're intertwined. I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect may.
Yes, my pause game sucks. Especially when it's lyrics only.
Demons get louder at night and the voices get softened.
That's just such a powerful intro for Ren. There you go.
What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me and my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren, strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion, my raw new love feels fake like What does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the
My
pain
God.
stop at night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Give me a fucking break, Ren. Holy shit. He speaks facts, man. He speaks fast. He speaks his truth. He really, really does. And, you know, you don't realize it, you know, especially, you know, I've said this, you know, the one thing is I've been single most of my adult years. I have my son, 25, my daughter's 18. I have two different mamas with two way different dramas. And, you know, as a father, I want to be in their lives and stuff like that. My son's mom is absolutely supportive of it, and we have a great co-parenting. My daughter's mom, me and her hate each other. I'm just going to flat out say it. She is an evil person. She probably thinks I'm the worst person in the world, and that toxic relationship trickles down, and the kids feel that kind of stuff. And if you try to stay together just for the kids, it really, really will hurt them more than help them, in my opinion. You know, I didn't grow up with a dad, so I never I never had anybody in my life who really stepped up and said, this is how a man should be. I did the trials and tribulations. I made the mistakes. I was an asshole as a boyfriend. I really was, especially in high school. It wasn't until I had kids where unconditional love started to really set in with me, what I understood about unconditional love. And when you break that trust with someone, and I've done that, it tears down a relationship. But the hardest thing is if there's kids involved and they see that, that leaves lasting impressions. And, you know, for better or for worse, you know, and that's where you got to figure out. Just because you're a good father doesn't mean you're always a good husband/boyfriend. And if you can't be a good husband or a boyfriend to the mother of your child, how are you going to be a role model for them? So that made a lot of sense. And the fact that, you know, Ren is Ren, and Ren can only say it at his way. I want to go back and hear a little more of Ren before. I think we got one more verse. I think it might be Token again, but that was a baller verse. That was just great.
My father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceit.
Yes, my pause game sucks. hit me down in the comments. Won't go too far. Here we go.
Bravely moving in the same direction, the pressure been
Right
driving
here.
me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tell you're inside?
Bars.
You up at night. My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still
Switch
not
up.
quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Ooh, I like that. Ren had something to do with that.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You
Bar.
go fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you.
Oh, no. He destroyed that final verse. That was fucking amazing. Token. Talk about, man, even following Ren, you held your own. That was bar heavy. God, I wish I was better at pause game.
Love me. It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving.
No. We're giving it all the way to the back. I let it play through because it's something. I feel bad sometimes when I break up a flow like that, even though something was just profound that I heard or something like that. And we do got to pause quite a bit in this game in order to keep our videos up. But God, he just snapped. And that beat really transformed anything. I know Ren had something to do with it. I know he did.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me.
Yeah?
If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving.
Yeah?
You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need
Bars.
help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but
That right there, that's introspection, right? That introspective that he has right there about himself, that's mature. That's profound. That really is. That's hard. I mean, everybody always wants to be the hero of their story. They don't want to think of themselves as the problem or the villain or whatever. And sometimes, and I've had to have hard truths in my life, especially when it comes to relationships, Sometimes I feel like I'm so damaged that, I don't want to get into another relationship with anybody for feel that I'm going to bring them down. And that's the negative side of looking at it. When he's looking at it, the thing is, I have everything. If I didn't have this, would you still love me the same way? And I've been, something tells me he's not been the best boyfriend. At the same time, he has these feelings for her that he knows is unconditional in his mind. But if he broke that trust or something happened, once you break trust in a relationship, you're never going to. People say that they can earn it back and stuff like that. Once you break that trust in someone's eyes, you can repair it, but you don't think you can ever get back to where you were. I mean, God, I've seen relationships where they've been married 30 years and the wife will still yell at the husband for something he did when he's in his 20s. Oh, my aunts love them to death, but that happened a lot. All right, a little further. Here we go.
So for you, maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet. You wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it.
No.
I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside.
Yes.
I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be.
Oh.
You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I don't know. That hit differently after his bars right there. I want to hear that right there at the end because that hit differently.
You try to change me, I try to change you.
Fucking pause game sucks ass.
But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I like that. No. Huh? Very impressed. You know, Ren did his Ren shit. Tells the story great. But Token, he's no slouch, man. We gotta, yeah, I think you gotta pass on this channel, Token. We're gonna be checking him out more. I think I'm gonna have to spend a couple of the next few videos checking out Token here because that was very, very profound, very good. And I like what he says at the end there. What does your love look like? And that's a good checkup right there, you know? If you're in a relationship and you're going through it, you know, and it seems like you're stuck on that same, you know, merry-go-round, it's going around and around and around, you know, sometimes you got to take it. What does your love look like? You know, are you bringing out, my biggest thing is when you're with someone you love, you should bring out the best in them and not the worst in them. And if that's not happening, what does your love look like then? So very well done, very profound. I am blown away. Ren, you still got it in your bag, man. I'm excited for some more music, and I really hope you're feeling better. It's good to see you coming out here on Token's tracks here and killing it yourself. I do think he played the guitar, and I think he has something to do with the beat, but that's just my opinion, listening to Ren in the past. I could be way off. Token could be this huge guy who makes his own beats also, which, you know, is absolutely amazing and within itself, or they collabed it together, which I'm starting to think might have happened. So definitely gonna check out some more Token. Great job, Token. Make sure you go over to Hip Hop Token, I believe is what it was called. All right, my apologies. I hit a few buttons trying to show you guys to go over to Token's channel at Token Hip Hop, and I hit a button, something turned off, so we are back. So yeah, like I said, absolute banger. Token, definitely be checking out some more of you, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. All right, later.